I thought I'd do a video showing my orchids, and also I thought I'd do a video on my journey with Lyme disease. Now, I was a veterinary technician for many years. I also was a military wife that traveled, with my ex-husband. I'm now a single mom of a 13-year-old, but yeah, quite a few years ago I started getting very, very, very ill, and the doctors couldn't figure out what it was. At one point they diagnosed me with MS, and they did multiple tests. Everything came back negative. And then I was finally diagnosed with Lyme disease, not only Western blot and that roundabout of tests, but also through IGeneX, a lab in, I think it's in California. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think it's out in California. And yeah, I was red flag positive, so it's been quite a journey treating it. I'm kind of at the later stage of Lyme disease, so it's been a battle. But my orchids are very special to me. They're quite healing. They've taught me patience and resilience, and yeah. So this is my Psychopsis. I have two of them, and I do want to apologize. The light in here is a bit off, and I'm recording on my phone, so some of this may be a little bit out of focus, and this is my first video, so yeah, be patient. It will get better. I promise it will get better, but here we go. So this is my Psychopsis. I've had this for many, many years. He kind of reminds me of some sort of ninja warrior or robot, or I'm not sure. He's just incredible. He's got little eyeballs and teeth. I just love the Psychopsis. They're just so beautiful and so wonderful. And this one here is, let's see, Celtic Sun Maya, and it is a rescue that I got at Lowe's for $3. And as you can see, or you may not be able to see because of the terrible exposure, but it is quite dehydrated. It did produce one flower. It's unscented, but it's quite beautiful. And yeah, I'm going to enjoy the flower for a couple more days, and then it's going to be cut so it can put its energy into growing. And over here will be terrible exposure because of the sunny window, but I have a bunch of Cattleyas and Dendrobiums not in bloom. Now this orchid down here, this fellow sometimes likes to chew on the other orchids, but and yeah, I have some, let's see, I have a Zygopetalum, I have another rescue Oncidium, and let's see if I can do a close-up of his face here. Yeah. And got some down there. Now this one is kind of interesting. I've had this one, Miltonia Sunset, for a little bit. I recently moved, and the place I was living at, the lighting was terrible, so I had grow lights. I had to have the grow lights. And this flower spike, of course the flower is old now, it looks terrible, it's getting some black on it, it's fading, but that flower spike grew under grow lights. A lot of the buds blasted, it was just not good, but these actually, let's see if I can get it to focus, have grown under the natural light. They're shorter spikes, the blooms are healthy, and the color is beautiful. And actually I have found that these are scented. It's not very strong, but I don't know how to describe it. Maybe a soapy smell? I really can't describe it, but it's more in the morning. And let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 spikes that have grown under natural lighting. And these have grown rather quickly, when that one took a very, very long time. And here's my Wine Delight doing its thing. This one would not go dormant. Just would not go dormant. But it finally did, and I don't have it repotted yet. It is going to be repotted. I'm waiting for the roots to start growing out. And this one is on its way out. Of course, I'll do some videos a little bit more on each orchid, but I thought I'd just do a quick video. This one I just got at Trader Joe's. The flowers are on its way out. It's in need of repotting. They pack their cattleyas, absolutely pack them in these tiny pots with sphagnum. Really, really good way to kill cattleya. This is my other Psychopsis, just finished. This is a rescue cattleya. This is another rescue. It is, though, now putting out some roots and a new growth. I'm so excited, finally. I got this one at a local nursery that, yeah, it's like they dehydrate their orchids and then someone realizes that they're dehydrated, so they drown them in water and just leave them sitting in water. It's terrible, but I got this one discounted, and that's its name. It's beautiful, Cattleya. I hope it will be okay. We will see. And this one back here is another rescue, but it has bloomed for me. It is filling the pot with roots. This one is healthier. This cane grew under my care, which you may not be able to see too well. I'm so sorry of the exposure. But these back ones with the yellowing leaf is from when it was mistreated and in terrible media. So this is another rescue Cattleya. And yeah, this spider orchid, it's no ID. I think I know the name of it, something Rex. I don't know if any of you know. If you could let me know its name. I recently got this at Trader Joe's, but unfortunately, this leaf, I trimmed it back. It looks terrible. I'm not sure what's going on with it. It's got some issues. I don't know, but it smells really good. It's beautiful. This one was a rescue from the same local nursery. Same thing, it was dehydrated, then they watered it and let it sit in water. And so it's been repotted, it's getting roots, it bloomed, it's doing better. This one, if any of you know its name, please let me know in the comments below. I love this one. It is just, it's beautiful, it's scented, it's got 4 spikes, it's doing well. Now this one is a beast of an Oncidium. I can't remember the name of this one. I'm not sure if I can get the tag out. It's got another spike. It needs to be repotted. It's trying to climb out of its pot, but it just keeps blooming and blooming. And I've got some down there. Of course, you have to have the Scooby-Doo figurines. That's very, very important to have Scooby-Doo watch over the orchids. And here are some Phalaenopsis, the peasant orchids. I just love them, especially the big lip. Sorry about the exposure, it's right by the window. This one has been in bloom for a very, very long time. Let's see if I can get the name. I don't know if you can see that, but it is doing really well. It has excellent roots. It's beautiful. I love the shape of the flowers. They're just so beautiful. It's growing a secondary spike. And this one is a no ID, big lip fowl. It's putting out some more blooms, and it's happy. It's doing well. And this spike is fading. This one has been covered in happy sap and growing. This is a recent one I got at Trader Joe's, and unfortunately it had bud blast, rotten roots. I repotted it, and it's struggling a bit. Now this one I found at Walmart, and I normally don't buy orchids from Walmart because they're either dehydrated beyond repair or they're sitting in water. But this one smells like roses, and it is just so beautiful. It smells really good. The roots weren't in horrendous shape, but I did do a repot on it, and it seems to be doing well. Over here, sorry, that was crunching as my knees. This one I found at Walmart too. It has kind of a brassica smell. It's very spicy, kind of peppery smell. I think it's Sogo Lawrence, but that's just a guess. It didn't come with a tag. And the roots are in terrible, terrible shape. It is repotted. Hopefully it will recover. But again, I could not pass this one up. It's so beautiful. I just couldn't let it, you know, just sit there and perish at Walmart. And this one as well, I think this one is called Sogo Rose. I know on Mouse Lily's channel, Pam found this one too at Walmart. I think that's what it's called. It is a beautiful color. The color you see on the video is not its true color. And it smells like berries or Kool-Aid. It has a very kind of fruity smell to it. And this one, the roots aren't very good either, so it's been repotted. This one I found, it is rubbing off. Comet Valley Yellow Star. I think that's what it is. I'm so sorry, Epidendrum. And it is beautiful. It had another spike. I found this one at Lowe's, believe it or not, on clearance for $3. So yeah, these are some of my orchids. I will be going over them a lot more, giving their names, and I might even do videos on each orchid. And a little bit about their story, and of course talking a little bit more about my illness. So for all of you out there, no matter where you live, please put tick and flea treatments on your pets, even if they're indoor, and please protect yourself when you are outside. Even here in the southwest of New Mexico, you know, there's not a lot of Lyme disease, but it is here, and it is becoming more and more common. Here we do have the Rio Grande River, we have ditches, and, you know, there are some very green areas in New Mexico, and especially in Los Alamos and the Jemez, there have been a lot of cases of Lyme disease. And weirdly enough, I mean, when I was first a technician, which was in 1999, we did not see a lot of different types of ticks. We just didn't. But in 2005, 2006, not as common, but we did start seeing a lot more different types of ticks. We started seeing them more even in the winter. Again, not as common as it would be in other areas of the world and other areas of the country. But yeah, I think it's because it's getting warmer. Okay, the sun is disappearing behind a cloud, so hopefully you can see this beauty a little bit better. But yeah, so please protect yourself and your loved ones, especially if you're fishing or hunting or, you know, working in the garden and your animals as well, because yes, you know, they can get Lyme disease as well. It is hard to diagnose, very difficult to treat, especially in late stage, so please protect yourself. And if you know someone who has Lyme disease, please do what you can to help them, hug them, talk to them, and support them. Alrighty, I wish you all well. Take care.